All right, Sagittarius, thank you for joining me. This is your part 2. Make sure you go and look for your part 1. It will be the same title and it will be the same picture, okay? I had internet trouble, so I had to go ahead and record this and then upload it and come off of streaming live. So the bottom of your deck came out Aquarius in your 7th house, which is retrograde Jupiter sitting in Scorpio. Okay, which talk about marriage. Even if you're not married, 7th house is marriage material or Jupiter. Okay, if you're a divine masculine, you will look for Venus, and if you're a divine feminine, you would look for Jupiter as husband material, husband and wife. Okay, so this person that you're dealing with, or somebody that you used to be with, okay, because if you go and look at part 1, you'll see what I'm talking about. Yes. So your relationship, or how you are perceiving your relationship right now, is it diplomatic? Are you getting a fair deal out of it? Does it have a sense of balance? Okay. Is there cooperation? Now, this can go both ways of maybe also how you are needing to be toward this relationship. For some of you, you may not have done or been that in your past relationship. Yes. So now you are wanting to try and fix those type of things. Okay. And you have some sense of guilt or needing to forgive yourself by having those type of relationships in your past where that you probably seen a lot of how you participated in it, okay, and maybe even caused the breakup. Yes. So you also, fire signs, may have Aquarius in your chart, or the person that you're dealing with may have Aquarius in their chart. Okay. Now remember, we're on that one zodiac sign. You are going to be a fire as a Sagittarius, but you're going to have an air, a earth, and a water. Okay. So since this is a bi-weekly, let's go ahead and get your sexual tarot first. That's way too many. So now we got the moon to come out here. That's too many, but I've seen the moon and this one. Okay, so the moon right now is really working your emotions. Okay. It's tempting you to figure out if you even want to go back to the level of having multiple partners or the sense of sneaking around. Okay. Um, For some of you, you may already still be doing that or have started doing that, or the person that you are in a relationship right now is you're finding out through this solar eclipse that happened that this partner was maybe sneaking around on you, okay? And this moon and this eclipse, yes, we're having two moon cycles in 1 month, and this is the moon card. So your emotions right now is really being turbulent or turned up. Okay, your emotions are being turned up a notch through the moon. Okay, now remember the moons is 30-day cycles, so it can have started in the new moon. It could have started the last full moon that we had in June. It could have started at the last full moon we had in May. Okay, it's going to be different for everybody. So right now you also have the hangman that came out in reverse. So some type of talk or truth that came out, possibly I feel through an argument or disagreement, okay, that put you in your feelings, okay, that led you to need a healing heart or a sense of recovery to make you want to think, do I want to move on from this relationship and start anew? Okay. Now, some of you fire signs sometimes don't end a relationship and go to a sense of starting to have another partner on the side. Okay. And I feel that some of you are trying not to go too into that element. Okay. You're really trying to give forgiveness to that person, or you are asking forgiveness from that person because that is something that you did. Okay, the Emperor. You also can have Aries in your chart, or the person you're dealing with has Aries in their chart, or actually is an Aries. Okay, so you are wanting to stand more in your element. You or this person that you are sexually connected to, they are giving a lot of rules and regulations to you. Okay, and I know fire signs, they don't like no rules and no regulations. Okay, so that also can be putting you in your feelings, wondering if it's time to move on, because now you're realizing and seeing that this person is controlling. Okay, your card that came out upside down was the Lovers. Okay, so for some of you, like I said, you may not have partaken in having an extra sexual partner. Okay, you may have sat and thought about it in your feelings, but I still feel with the Eight of Wands here, and some of y'all can be having a lot of oral sex going on here. I feel that somebody from your past is still going to message you the same thing I said in part 1. Make sure you go and watch that. Okay, you will be getting some type of message from, I feel, a past relationship. And it also is going to make you feel emotional. Some type of forgiveness is still needed to be given or had. Okay? Because I feel some of you Sagittarius are not over your exes. And it's causing if your new partner is trying to actually show you love and really trying to be with you, some of you may not know how to accept it because you still have not healed or had a sense of recovery. Okay, for some of you, I feel that your last partner still has the key to your heart here. Okay, and besides having the key to your heart, it's also the key to your recovery, because forgiveness is needed. Okay, forgiveness is needed to be given or asked for or whatever. Okay, from, I believe, the last person you was with, to help you to go ahead and heal and recover and let you move on. Okay, because some of you, a lot of you are trying to have a new start, a new beginning. Yes, you are looking for that contentment to be able to heal your heart here. I feel for some of you, you may want to go back or have a sexual encounter with your ex real quick. Why? Because they give good oral sex here. I know some of y'all shaking y'all head yes to that. I just seen it. First card out. Nine of Wands in reverse. Two of Swords, another Aquarius air sign here. Six of Wands. The King of Swords. You got a lot of air coming out in your spread, Sagittarius. Page of Swords in reverse. There goes Scorpio. What did I say? Retrograde Jupiter. Right here. Remember, if I said it in the first part 1. Okay. But Jupiter is retrograde in Scorpio. Okay. Also, Sagittarius, you can be as a cusper as Scorpio. So you are picking up the energy of this water sign of Scorpio. Okay. And I feel some of you need to complete this healing. Well, not the healing process, but to confront whatever you need a sense of forgiveness, whether within yourself or for yourself or toward this other person, whether it's a current relationship or an ex. So you can go ahead and start to recover and to heal and move on with your life. Okay. To have a more sense of balance, to learn a sense of more being cooperative in a relationship, to learn how to be diplomatic. Okay, in a relationship, and to accept and learn how to have or give a fair deal. Okay. Now you also have the energy of Earth here as the Hermit in reverse. So you have taken time to find the wisdom and looking for that sense of recovery, forgiveness, and healing within yourself also. Okay. So now you are ready to look for your lover here. Okay, whether it is to open up fully to the person that you're with, or for a new person for some of you that you will have if you do decide to move on from the person you are with now. For some of you, the reason I say that is because somebody may get caught cheating here or has already been caught cheating, because you had the Lover's card to come up in reverse. Okay, so, and Venus is Empress, which is love. And Venus, I believe, is still sitting in Gemini, the Lover's card. Okay. So some of you may have looked at this person. If you are divine masculine, you looked at this person as wifey material. Okay. But she may have done something or has gotten caught, and now you are asking them to give you forgiveness. Okay, or if they already have given you forgiveness, you are trying to consider in yourself by the wisdom, the Hermit card in reverse, should you surrender to this relationship, or should you stand your ground? Okay, and move on. You're trying to seek balance. Some of you don't want to see the real truth that you heard about this person you're dealing with. Okay. If it's not your current person, this is how you left your last relationship. That you or the other person was caught cheating. And you don't really want to bring this over into your new relationship or the current relationship that you have. Okay. Because something happened, Sagittarius, where you got your blinders on and you don't want to see. You don't want to hear, you don't want to see it, and whatever you talked about, the Two of Swords, the communication, you wanted to keep the blindfold on, okay? Because you you wanted to stand your ground, you don't want to surrender to a sense of control, Aries. Okay, the Emperor card here. Because once you know you fully commit to this person, some of you will have to cut all of this sneaking around off, or whatever, extra side people or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Now, this can be you or the other person. Now, you or the other person is communicating to you, okay, possibly forgiveness. And they're talking to you like, yeah, we can make it. We can have a sense of victory in this relationship. And you are still exhibiting the energy of the air sign here. Okay. I feel that this is you coming out as the King of Swords here in your home sector. So if you're living with this person, or now it can be you, Sagittarius, or this other person that you're living with, fourth house here. This person is waiting on some type of agreed upon diplomatic sense of balance or a fair deal. Okay. I believe this other person you are dealing with right now, or your ex, always kind of acted or communicated in a childish way. Okay. The reason I say that is because you got a king to a page. So some of you may be way older than the person that you're dealing with. Okay. And sometimes they act very childish, especially in their communication. Okay. They may always sometimes start arguments. It's because they don't know how to communicate to you. Okay. But in your fifth house, some of you are really deciding on to end a relationship, the death card. Some of you are deciding to end third party situations and trying to have a sense of victory with the person you are with now, because you may feel that you can have a new start, a new beginning with this person. Yes. There you go. The situation will improve. And now we have Callie at the bottom of the deck, which talk about endings and beginnings here. Okay. And it says the old must be released so that the new can enter. Sorry about the glare. Now, your new dawn card says the same thing. Let go of the old and worn out so that the new can start or come in. Okay. A lot of you need to let go of this old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child here. You are starting to feel and recognize your sense of worthiness. Okay. You want a new beginning. For some of you, it may be a new beginning within yourself here, because you're learning also to set boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demand on time and energy. Okay. Because yes, a lot of you will start to take your life into a review process of healing, of a sense of recovery, learning how to balance your own emotions and feelings out. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Exactly what I've been saying all throughout part one and this reading also. Now, your situation will improve. Okay. I believe once y'all have another diplomatic, if you can, conversation, and some more things will be brought to life, okay, or enlightened about what has went on with this current partner that you have. Some of you, if it's not you, Sagittarius, this person still is not all the way right here, okay? And I think some of y'all have already found this out, but you don't really want to see it. You don't want to take the blinders off, okay? Because you thought that you was going to have a sense of victory with this person. But now you are trying to take a stand as the Emperor card that came out for you and as the King of Swords, where that you're waiting on clear-cut information before you make a decision about moving on. Okay? Now, some of you may want to write this down, write your feelings down, okay? Give them some type of letter. Some of you may actually be trying to create some type of book or poems, okay, to release and trying to heal your feelings and your emotions, which is a very good thing. This also can be for some of you, if that's what you were waiting to hear, you are needing to seek and follow out your vision if you do want to become a writer. Now, a writer can be all type of things, okay? It can be writing a book, writing poems. You can be working for the newspaper. You can be, in the music industry as a writer, okay? So some of you may want to write some songs about the type of situations and relationships that you went through. Yes. All right. So remember, Sagittarius, is that this is just your July 1st to 15th. Make sure you still pay attention to the videos I put out for the retrograde reading and for the last full moon reading that I did. Now, I just want to do this last to see what was going to come out. See? Some of y'all have had an expectation that somebody was sneaking around or cheating. In this deck, this is like the Seven of Swords here. Okay? Somebody was lying or cheating or stealing, and one of you had expectations that something was going on. And that's why you was in a sense of despair. Okay? You were saddened by it. Because you may have been already expecting that this person was not right. You see, it says the thief card. Okay? So somebody has been stealing your love, your time, your energy, or somebody was sneaking around here. And with my family room card, it is somebody that you used to live with, that the truth has came out. Remember, you had the King of Swords, or somebody now that you are actually living with in your home. Okay. So right now, I feel that you are not going to have this talk that you need to have to get clarification and the messages that you need to make a decision to move on yet. Okay. So for some of you, I feel that this talk may happen sooner than 7 days. For some of you, it can be less than 7 days, less than 7 weeks, less than 7 hours. Okay? But it's not going to be good news that you're going to hear. And I already said that. This is the fortunate card. And in reverse, that means it's not going to be very favorable news that you hear. Okay? And for the people that I was talking about, for as writing your poems, writing your book, you have a type of job, like you have to write or type some type of paragraphs or stories or something like that. If you're looking for a job transfer or a career, go ahead and do the application because you will have success in it. Okay? You will have success in it with the writing card that came out. Yes? All right, Sagittarius, that's it. Make sure you also go and watch the other person's video that you're thinking about, okay? Maybe some other messages that you didn't know or information will be in there for you also. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all next time.